Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. I'm Tim K3LR, and today we have special guests. We have the Hamvention chairman from Dayton, Ohio. It's Rick Allnutt, WS8G, and also the official spokesperson for Hamvention, W8CI, Michael Kalter, is with us. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So yesterday, big announcement from Hamvention, and Rick, you want to talk about that, please?
Sure. We've been looking at what's going on with whether or not we should have a Hamvention, whether or not that's going to work out for our vendors and for our guests. We really had hoped that that immunizations would be out enough in time to be able to have everybody make plans and to be able to attend a Hamvention. Unfortunately, the rollout of the vaccines has been a little slower than we had thought it was going to be, had hoped it was going to be, and also this new variant of the COVID virus is worrisome as far as what that's going to do as far as COVID numbers and the infection rate of COVID. So with all of that going on, we made the very difficult decision to go ahead and cancel Hamvention 2021 and to put our resources and our energies into getting ready for Hamvention 22, which we're going to have, and we're really looking forward to supporting. Like I've said several times before, we all need a gathering. We really badly need a gathering, and that will be when we believe that we can get together with all of our friends from not only the United States but also from all over the world. By then, the travel restrictions will likely be lifted, and everybody's going to be able to move around freely, and we should be able to have a glorious Hamvention. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you very much for that, Rick. Yeah, very sad that 2021 is canceled for Hamvention, but it allows you over 70 weeks worth of time to plan for 2022. And Michael, why don't you talk a little bit about what happens now? What happens between now and May 2021? What is going to go on now as a former general chair? And I know there's no playbook for this, but what goes on now, Michael?
Well, I think that's a very good question and something that we've talked a lot about. It's afforded us, number one, it's afforded us the opportunity to take a deeper look at some of the programs that we're using and some of the ways that we process things that we never have time to look at. And Rick and I have talked about this, to use this time really wisely. And, of course, there'll be refunds if people are requesting refunds, and Rick will speak to that in a few minutes. And we will be staying in touch with all of our vendors. And I know that the other talk is that we are going to have a QSO party on the weekend of Hamvention, when it would typically take place. It was such a great event last year, and a lot of people enjoyed that. And we're looking forward to that as well. And while I have it, I just want to thank again all of our 700 plus volunteers out there. They don't get any money, and they've already done a lot of work preparing for, we thought, this year's Hamvention. And it is a shame to have to cancel it. And Rick went into the reasons why, and it's been a stressful week kind of planning this out, making sure that we roll it out correctly. So I want to thank all of them, and I want to thank our Greene County people, the Fair Expo Center, and just everyone and the great messages and things that we've gotten from our ham friends all over the world that at this point really understand why we're doing it.
Michael, there are a lot of other events that surround themselves around the Hamvention, and one of them is Contest University. And so yesterday I was in touch with the hotel involved with Contest University, and they will be rolling reservations to 2022. And they are hanging on, obviously, and of course, a lot can happen between now and 2022. But everybody is trying to take this in stride and try to make this the best possible outcome. I know there are other events that will be rescheduling, and of course, Contest University had almost 3,000 people attend last year virtually, and we expect a great turnout on the virtual CTU. So stay tuned on that. And one of the things that I think it's important is to have touch with Hamvention throughout the year, and it's important to go to the Hamvention website, and that's where Rick, you will continue to keep the attendees for 2022 updated on the latest things that are going on as you prepare for 22, and also if there are any of these changes and updates, as Michael talked about, this is the place to do it, as right here on hamvention.org, Rick, right?
That's correct. And the site, which is at hamvention.org, it has a lot of information. We have the first page up to date now with the information about the cancellation of the 2021 Hamvention. I'm sure that there are a bunch of pages back behind that need to be worked on, and we'll be working on those over the next couple of weeks to make sure that they all get updated. I have a statement that is right there on the first page that our exec group has written, and it talks some there about what to do if you've already bought tickets or already done the work to be able to come to Hamvention. In essence, if our assumptions at this point, instead of trying to contact everybody, is going to be that if you bought tickets for the 2020 show and those got deferred to the 21 show, we will go ahead and defer you to the 22 show. It doesn't have to be that way, but that will be our going in assumption. If in fact you want a refund at this point, there's instructions there about who to contact. If you have tickets that you've paid for the 2021 show and want a refund, there's information there about how to request that. If you want a refund for inside exhibits or for flea market spaces, exactly the same thing is true. It's all out there. It's all the same email address, and we'll process all those things over the next few months and get that back to people. If you feel like just going ahead and just holding on to those spaces and holding on to those prices, we can defer you, and our assumption will be that you're deferred into the next year. So that's what's going on with that. Yeah, 70 weeks plus counting. That seems like a really, really long time, especially when it had counted down to less than 20 weeks. But we live in a strange world right now, and we have to adapt our lives to being able to deal with this epidemic, keeping our families and ourselves safe, and especially being able to welcome people from all over the world. Thank you, Tim.
So we have some viewers. KM6 Sierra Oscar X-Ray is on, and from Italy, it's India Uniform 3 Bravo Tango Yankee. And Arnie K5 ARN says, unfortunately, it is the correct decision. Thanks for trying. And we also got a good morning from Kilo Fox 4 Whiskey Zulu Radio. And our friend Dino, KL0S, says, sorry to hear, but not unexpected. See you in 2022. And Rob over in England, M0KPD, greetings to all. A good, safe decision, a tough but good call, and there's always next year. Our friend Greg, NC7B, says, sad news. Thanks for the update. And we have Oscar Zulu 1 Delta Whiskey X-Ray on with us. And Dawn N8DE says, haven't attended for over 25 years. This was to be the year to return. So 2022 it is, Dawn. And we have, let's see, Matthew says, will the manufacturer company offering gear at Hamvention prices instead? Well, we'll see. Last year there were Hamvention prices without having Hamvention. So let's see what comes about in May. And Dawn says, so sad. Dawn from Michigan, Kilo Delta 8 Papa Alpha X-Ray. And November 4 Hotel Alpha India says, thanks for all you do, guys. We're all disappointed, but it's the best. 2022 is going to be crazy fun when we all descend on Dayton and Greene County. And Kevin says, last year was to be my first year to attend as a new ham. 2022, Kevin, will be there for you. Kilo India 4 Alpha Charlie is on today. And let's see, we have some more folks on with us. November Lima 7 Delta. And Ronnie says, I've never been there yet. I really want to go this year, but guess he'll have to wait till next year. And tall guy, John says it takes a very great Hamvention leadership to analyze the data set forth and make an informed decision for the greater good of the people over profit. So thanks very much, John. And Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Oscar Charlie. And from Dayton, Whiskey 8 Alpha Sierra Alpha. And Steve, November Alpha 5 Charlie, says first class decision from a first class organization. And hello from Kilo Papa 4 Radio Yankee. And Andrew says, I'm gutted, no visit again. Looking forward to 2022. My mug arrived. Thanks, guys. And thank you to ICOM America for the mug. And Whiskey Bravo 3 Lima Hotel Delta, Mike 0 November Kilo Radio. Rob, Whiskey 8 Lima X-Ray says, any thoughts to expanding Thursday activities as we'll be itching to get there? Well, all day Thursday, Rob, there's something to do. And Michael Kalter, W8CI, kicks it off. It's Contest University. It is the Thursday activity. So come on down for that. And Whiskey Delta 8 Juliet Mike, Jeff says, thanks for the hat. Mr. Duffy, sorry to hear about Dayton, but stay safe. And Dawn says, call it a protest and then we can have it. Well, I don't know about that. See, Bryce from Dayton, from Nevada to Dayton, hope to be there next year. That's Kilo India 7 November India Kilo. And our friend Paul, looking forward to Hamvention 2022 from November 6 Papa Sierra Echo. And Kilo Lima 2 Alpha Zulu, hard but good decision. And our friend Reinhard of RF Kit over in Germany, Delta Hotel 3 November Alpha Bravo, good decision. And Vic says, sorry you guys were faced with this again. 2022 will be awesome. No one will take Hamvention for granted again. Boy, there's a great thing. And thanks very much, Vic. Vic is from Ontario. And Victor Echo 3 Yankee Tango, a good friend. And he comes to Contest University every year. So that will be a good time. And of course, Michael, you will be kicking off Contest University virtual again this May. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I'm looking forward to it as well. It was a great event. For those of you who have never been to Tim's event, and it is just, I don't care if you're a brand new ham, I don't care if you don't like contesting, you're going to walk away from that and you're going to learn a lot of things. And, you know, when you talk about outside activities, I do want to mention that there are so many outside activities basically throughout the week of Hamvention. And it is, if you can't find your special niche in there, then just pick one. And they have so many evening activities and activities through the week before. It's fabulous. I want to touch on a couple more things if I could. I want everybody to know that Hamvention, we're financially stable and financially robust to go into have a Hamvention next year. You know, we're watching our funds. We're not donating as much as we did because this will be a second year in a row that we haven't taken in money. So we're protecting our resources, but we will once again, when we get that pipeline going, we will be generous. But right now, we want to assure that we have a first-class Hamvention coming up. But I want to make sure people understood that. And I also want to thank all the people that have checked in today. Some of them I recognize, some of them I have the opportunity to work on the air. But thanks for your support. All those comments were extremely supportive. And believe me, was a gut-wrenching decision. We didn't just make it and then an hour later make the announcement. We stewed on it. We looked at every possible thing. We want to make sure we were doing the right thing. And, when it comes down to it, it just wasn't safe. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, Michael, everything you say is spot on. And certainly next year, Rick will be the general chair again. So he will be the leader. And Rick, I know that you think about Hamvention every day. It's what you do as general chair. Every day you're thinking about it. And I think as you guys kick this off, this gives you a real opportunity to make 2022 really something special. And I know we're all excited about that. We have, Steve Newland says, I'm getting Hamvention withdrawals. And of course, Ray Novak, N9JA, says, sorry to hear about the changes, but for the best. Thank you for your leadership to make the hard decision. Hamvention 2022. We have Oscar Hotel 9 Echo November Alpha on with us. And Sean says, I could not believe you were going to try to have it. Thanks for being responsible hams. Living in Cleveland, I never miss it. We will make it up for it in years to come. Thank you guys for sticking with it. And we have KA3 Delta Fox Kilo. Chuck, nice to have you on with us. I talk to Chuck every morning on 75 meters. So nice to have you here, Chuck, first time. And Tanner, Whiskey 9 Tango Whiskey, says looking forward to Contest University in May and to the Propagation Summit in a couple of weeks. And Propagation Summit, if you want more information about the free upcoming Propagation Summit on January 23rd, just go to contestuniversity.com and you'll get information there. And Ken says a shout out to DX Engineering. I ordered a Kenwood microphone from DX Engineering late Friday night, and it arrived here in Dayton on Monday. Can't get faster service than that. So thank you very much, Ken, and hope you are enjoying your new Kenwood microphone. Rick, tell us about some of the meetings that you had to come to this decision. What kind of inputs were you getting, and from the various committee chairs? How did that all come about?
Well, the committee chairs were really very much leaning forward and finding ways that we'd be able to have Hamvention. As a public health physician, I was looking at what was going on with immunizations and with the health aspects of this. Until very recently, I really did hope that the speed of the immunization rollout was going to be a lot faster than it's turned out to be. Like many things involving the government and bureaucracies, it just ends up usually taking, and it did this time, taking a bit longer than the original and optimistic projections. We saw a way forward if that had happened, but without that, we could not assure that our visitors would be safe. And since the visitors' safety and health and everything that the vendors need to do to be able to prepare for Hamvention take a number of months, we ended up as an executive group making a decision to not have this. Amongst the other people that I'd certainly like to thank for their continued support in holding Hamvention is our home club here, the Dayton Amateur Radio Club, whose president is Ron Kramer. Wanted to really let people know that they've been very, very supportive in what we're doing. A couple other little nitnoy things. If you're looking for something else on Thursdays, the international reception is always held on Thursday evening of that weekend, and we'll be planning on having that again in 2022. And as I was rewriting my my QRZ page in anticipation of this interview and in the aftermath of having to cancel Hamvention 2021, one of the things that I found to put up on that were some of the lessons that I'd learned from the Contest University that I attended. Some of the methods to be able to do better in contests. It was really fun to write that. Tim, back to you.
Okay, very good, Rick. And we have Kilo Papa 4 Lima Radio on with us. And nice to have you here, Luis. And Bryce says, DX, how can we get you to start carrying stuff at the Summit Warehouse in Sparks, Nevada? Now, if I go down to the next one, Bryce, you're going to have your answer here, because Danny says, I ordered a new radio on Monday, and it's supposed to be here in Missouri on Friday. First time I ever had something come from Nevada. So Danny's onto something. So the cat's getting out of the bag. We are shipping from Nevada now. So you're going to get your wish there, Bryce. India Tango 9, India Delta Golf. And Bob, why did the committee wait? And why did not the committee wait until March to make a final decision? Oh, for very good reason. People have to make plans. And so, Michael, I don't know if you want to attack that at anything more, but this is certainly very difficult to do now, but would even be harder to do with going a few months down the road.
Yeah, I'll answer that question. It's obviously, it looks like we should wait until March, but what really the reality of it is that we have a lot of vendors that are starting to make plans for their people to come. We have a lot of people from all over the country and all over the world they've got to make plans to come. And last year, when this crept up on us, it was, a matter of fact, the day was March the 15th, the Ides of March, when we made the final decision to not have Hamvention last year. And that was almost not enough time to let people know. And so we really wanted to respect everybody's wishes on this. And so we take the best guess that we can. It's educated guess. I mean, we're all watching what's happening with the virus and now with the new variant that's going on. We just thought, and the number of COVID cases keep skyrocketing. We all have friends with it. And I know that a lot of hams are trying to get better from it and trying to recover. And I wish the best. If any of them are watching, God bless you. And we certainly hope the very best for all of you. But that's why we didn't want to make the decision in March. We want to give everybody a fair heads up.
Thank you, Michael. And Chuck says, been away from ham radio for 30 years. Looking forward to Hamvention when it starts back up. Actually, I'm awaiting an automatic tuner from DX Engineering due here in Greensburg today. And Alpha 8 India Alpha says, ordered my FTD X10 yesterday and it just arrived. Thanks, Tim and DX Engineering. And thanks to the Hamvention folks for making hard decisions. Looking forward to 2021 CTU online again. And Gary, K8 Uniform Whiskey, says, in Dayton, I hated to hear the news, but you did the only thing you could under the current situation. I'll look forward to being part of 2022 Hamvention. And Kevin says, any idea on when the Ameritron amps might be in stock at DX Engineering? It's Kilo 3 Kilo Tango Bravo. Kevin, keep watch on the website. Getting a lot of equipment these days is harder and harder because the raw component parts are harder to get due to shipping issues and COVID issues and shutdown issues. So keep watch on the website. Rest assured that we're doing everything we can to try and get stock on things, but it's just very hard right now. Claude says, thanks DX Engineering for the great deals and ease of order with no surprise on the 7300 and 9700 from Quebec, Canada. That's Victor Alpha 2 Charlie Sierra Tango. Tommy K4VTE says, hope to go one day to Hamvention. Alan AB8AS, good decision, guys. We'll see you in 2022. It will be awesome. And of course, our friend, the cat in the hat, Joe, I'll miss seeing you in May. So with that, Rick, Michael, final comments, and we will let you gentlemen get back to your Tuesday afternoon, and we really appreciate you coming on today.
I have one final comment. One of the folks said that they were really, really excited and looking forward to 2022. A couple of years ago, I was standing at the front gate and somebody came up to the gate, and I shook their hand and welcomed them to Hamvention. And as I was talking to him, he was sort of distraught. He said, I was up all night. I couldn't sleep because I knew I was coming to Hamvention. People feel that way sometimes. And I can imagine that there are going to be some people that are just going to be overwhelmed emotionally with being able to see their friends and to see Hamvention again. It's going to be a joy to greet those people at the gate again.
Michael.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, Tim, and Katie, who is kind of the behind the camera there, and DX Engineering it, and all the amateurs throughout the world who are giving us positive reinforcement and understand, what we go through, and understand this is a labor of love. It isn't like, we get any money. We do this because it's important. And I want to say that one other thing that came to my mind about making a decision is that, one thing that I feel strongly about, and we've talked about it, is that if you decide to ride the fence, you're going to get splinters. So we just made a decision. And if I could, I think, Rick, you brought to mind one of the comments that I heard once when I was at Hamvention I thought was spectacular. I was walking from one building to another, and there was a couple gents next to me, and they were talking to each other. And one says to the other, he says, I wonder how my daughter's wedding's going today. That's a fact. I heard that. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, to everyone out there, Barry 73, stay safe, stay on the radio, enjoy yourself, and you're going to hear more from us throughout the year.
And so we have our friend Michael, W3MLJ, on from Pittsburgh. And see, Don, Whiskey Juliet 3 United is on. And Safe, Alpha 71 Alpha Mike says, hello to all. Yes, we are sad for that news, but we do understand safety is first. Count me as a volunteer. That's big time, Michael. That is big time.
I know Safe. Safe is a friend of mine. He's a great guy, lives over in Doha, Qatar, and I've had the privilege of being over there several times, and I've been at his house. What a ham he is. I'm sure many of you have worked him.
And Don says, do you repair RM Italy amplifiers there? Yes, we do, Don. And Chuck says, thanks, Mike, Rick, and of course, Tim. See you down the log from Chuck, KA3DFK, near the Pittsburgh area. So with that, gentlemen, have a great rest of your week. Thanks very much for coming on. Here's to Hamvention 2022 and 73 from all of us at DX Engineering.